took off.
Do you speak to the importance of EFN? Because I feel like I feel like he's such an underrated guy, and his knowledge of hip hop is top tier. He's such I think he's amazing, man. I think he adds so much to the show, but just like the importance of, I mean, obviously you're Noriega, so you're fucking N.O.R.E. Everybody knows N.O.R.E.
Yes.
But EFN's so important to the equation.
He's hip hop. Like one thing for sure, two things for certain. He has morals in places where I don't.
Yes.
Like, he does not do things for the money. He takes the money.
You'll take the money all day.
He'll take the money.
But he's not money driven.
But he's not money driven. And that is a quality in itself. And that humbles me at times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
probably evens you out a little.
It evens me out.
You
a
might
lot.
have to be like, hey, yo, N.O.R.E., not all money's good money.
But he does like money. Don't get it twisted.
Of
he
course.
does like money, but he's always morals driven. Like to this day, like he won't DJ unless it's vinyl.
See, I don't get that.
Yeah, that he's stubborn.
I respect it because you're kind of like a weird niche DJ. Where you're like, hey, if we're gonna do some hipster backpack night, who's gonna carry fucking 7 crates in tonight? EFN, or you can just bring your fucking laptop. I was at Static Selector's bar last night, and the DJ was only playing on vinyl, and I'm like, this is the most inefficient bullshit I've ever seen.
It's hip hop though.
No, it is, but it's also like, yo, guys, technology, guys. Like,
you know what's crazy? And I know I'm gonna sound like a dinosaur, but you can, if you actually listen, you can tell when the person's playing vinyl.
You can by how they mix.
Yes. You can actually tell.
You can tell.
I can walk into a party and be like, "Yo, that's Talib Kweli on the vinyl." Like I can tell, like, cause I don't know the way the record is mixed, but yeah, he does not confine with technology.
You know, talk to me about because like you said, it's impossible to ignore the economics of the podcast market right now. So much so that it's becoming, I think, with anything, artists, hip hop's oversaturated with new artists, and podcasts, the same thing, right? The cream rises to the top. But when did you realize that this thing was not a good bag, but like a life changing, because I've heard Gillian Wallow talk about some of the contracts they've signed, and you hear numbers getting thrown out there. But when was that moment for you where you were like,
I mean, the moment for me was ownership. I didn't own nothing in hip hop until latter years, and the albums that I do kind of like own is kind of like not worth.
Right, like some of your more independent work.
Yes. I mean, it's worth something, but it's not worth what my thing is. So that was the concept from the beginning. Was like I wanted to own this. I one year we sold it to Revolt for 1 year, and
you licensed it.
We licensed. We high licensed it, and we took the super pay, and then we won. We
blew up their YouTube channel.
But those rights got what's that shit? Revolted back. The rights came back to us. So and we want to own this. This is something. Like, I don't think that Drink Champs doesn't have my name on it per se.
It's its own thing.
It says N.O.R.E. and EFN presents Drink Champs, right? But I look at this as the future. Like I knew Cam was going to come into this space, right? But in my idea, I was going to give Drink Champs to Cam. Like I was going to cash out. That's what I was going to try to do. Like, and I was going to be like, "Yo, I want you to be the host on a lot of years or whatever." Obviously, he thought how I thought.
Right.
But he wanted to own his own shit too. But that was my thing. Was it really wasn't about the money? Like, it's not. Hip hop has been great to me. I've been platinum. Like, if you're
you
a
have
platinum
real
artist,
hit records.
Yeah.
Like
real hit records,
by the way, you could do live shows as much as you want.
Yes,
like all these old school shows
to.
that are popping up everywhere.
Yes.
You could be getting a bag every weekend.
So when it was for me was when I, God bless Revolt, the original Revolt regime, when we were so hot and they came to us and they knew the concept was you guys want to own your own stuff. And they agreed to that. That was like for me, you know what I mean? Because this is something, that's my son over there. I know he looks like one of the guys, but this is something I can leave to my son, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can actually leave this, like the network, I can actually.
Also the catalog. It's like people like some of I think that that's what's dope when you have certain interviews like the ones you have is that they're going to, like your Pharrell interview is going to live forever. You know what I'm saying? Like like these are interviews that are never going to go anywhere. They're always going to be historical timepieces that people are going to be able to go back and listen to. And I was in the building.
Hold on, let me
go ahead.
Just like the Bleak podcast. Like we signed Bleak, but Bleak owns all his stuff.
He owns the IP.
He owns. I cannot own.
What is the business model for you?
It's pretty much production. Like we handle the production for him, and we handle the distribution. Right?
Are you helping getting him with ad partners?
Absolutely. Not me personally, but the team is. You know what I mean? That's not my forte, but yes, the team is.
So essentially,
and iHeart as well. iHeart is with it as well. iHeart is a part of that.
So essentially, you're saying, "Hey, Bleak,
yep.
I'm gonna handle producing this whole shit. You just got to show up, be Memphis Bleak."
And he's doing it more than me now. Like he's
where's he filming it out of?
He don't give a fuck. He's wherever. Like he said, badass. Pain in the ass, excuse me.
Yeah.
And every clip that he's sending out is just going through the roof because again,
him and Pain in the Ass did one.
Yeah, him Pain in the Ass.
Oh,
yes.
One of the
and talking about the reasonable doubt
skits,
intros, the skits, and all that. So, like I said, he's just continuing working, and the good thing about podcast space is don't try to be something you're not.
Yes.
Talk to your audience because they're there.
Yep.
So that's what I like about Bleak. He's not trying to be controversial. He's not trying to be dangerous. He's trying to be funny, and he's trying to tell these stories because, and like I literally just got the text that Hove just approved Sauce Money on Bleak's podcast. Ooh. So this will be the first time Sauce
Money in what?
I don't even know. I don't even know. And by the way, Sauce Money, there's a rumor that I got beef with you. Here's proof that I don't got beef with you. This is on my network as well. You know what I'm saying? This is on our network. But I think I want to fly up for the fucking interview. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's something you got to be kind of want to watch.
Yeah, I want to watch because we all know there's a fallout, but we don't know what fallout. Then we know.
Hey, you got to do the Emil interview.
See, Bleak could do
Where's
that.
she at?
Emil.
Where's she?
What's the Christian brothers? Remember the brothers?
Yes.
Remember Rel? Like,
yep, Rel. Yep. Rel was the R&B singer on Rockefeller.
So that's what when me and Bleak talked about it. I actually called Bleak. This is how it happened. And you could get Bleak up here. I called Bleak because I called him and I said, yo, listen, you've done Drink Champs before. But now I know it's the man next to the man, yeah. I know it. I can feel it. I feel the algorithms when I interviewed Jim Jones. I feel the algorithms when I interviewed Tony Yayo. So I told Bleak, I said, listen. And Bleak came and I showed him the algorithm. I said, look, didn't I tell you? And then we did the concept. And he's staying in that zone. He's talking to dead people. And it's working.